I went ahead and put up a screenshot of our Discord here. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a QR code. The bottom left-hand corner is the link. Go ahead and join and come get some lessons.
Freaking had the mic on in game, but muted on the damn headset.
Oh.
I'm sitting there going, what the fuck?
Oh, I've definitely had that happen to me. How are you doing today?
Doing all right. As I've just been screwed around, learning barrel roll flips there.
Oh, okay.
Just
Are
got the
you
game.
nocturnal gamer then?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, sweet. Heck yeah. What have you been practicing in?
Just over at the U.S. spawn there, just in
Uh,
the little
I mean,
bird.
what? Oh, the little bird?
Yeah, just screwing around with little bird. He's the most fun of them all.
So you're working on the barrel rolls. What I was about to say earlier is that I hate to break it to you, but they're a lot easier for keyboard and mouse players.
Yeah, I figured that much.
Yeah, and there's actually a reason for that. Here, I'll land real quick so I can
It's
show
just
you.
because you can turn the sensitivity up on it, right?
No, it's gonna kind of blow your mind when you see it. Okay, so check this out. So look down at the stick, okay? Now, I'm gonna use my keyboard. Okay, so you see the range of motion there? Now
Yeah.
watch the controller.
Wow. That's some bullshit.
That's crazy, right? So but that doesn't mean that keyboard is inherently better though. Don't feel that way. And it's actually kind of more difficult for
feel
keyboard.
like you get more like minute correction. Like you can be a lot more precise with the controller than you can with the keyboard mouse.
And that's what it comes down to a lot of times with keyboard and mouse. What people will do is they'll rebind their well, not rebind, but they'll activate it to where their mouse is also their cyclic, so they can use both WASD and the cyclic at the same time. But
See, that's why I just gonna get better with myself. Is like those little J hook lands and crap like that.
yeah,
I'm just not as smooth with it.
I can definitely show you how to get there. As far as the barrel roll, real quick, before we get too distracted, it's easier on keyboard and mouse, but that doesn't mean it's not like it's impossible for controller. So the way you got to get around it with controller is you actually got to be a little bit more active with your tail. So are you familiar with stepping on the ball or preloading your tail at all? We ever talked about that?
Nope.
Okay.
I have zero training whatsoever, just self-taught.
Okay, cool. So, all right, this will blow your mind a little bit. So, stepping on the ball actually allows you to it allows you to get a lot more maneuverability, and I'll show you what it means. So, if you look down at the at your dash, if you go all the way down to the bottom and to the left, the one with the little level, it's like a little ball inside of it. You see that one?
4-minute turn.
Yeah, exactly. So what that is there is that the two lines on that are the body of your aircraft, and then the little black ball is your tail. That makes sense? So so here, watch. If I push my tail out to the side, you see how that ball swings out?
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. Now if I start a turn, and you see how that ball drifts out to the side?
Mm-hmm.
Is it drifting out to the right side for you? Sometimes it's not always accurate for the person not flying.
Yeah, it's drifting out, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're going about halfway out to the right.
Yeah. So this is where we get to the concept called stepping on the ball, okay? So you see it drifting out to the right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply anti-torque in the direction that the ball is sticking out. So like in a real helicopter, it means I'm going to use my right foot and literally step on the ball, right? So I'm going to push that right foot in, and you'll watch the ball come back here towards the middle. You see that? Now it's more towards the middle now? All right, now watch. I'll show you why this is important. So in a in a turn with no tail input, this is kind of the trajectory. Now, if I slide my tail out, it minutely changes the trajectory. Or sorry, so like we're pushing the tail the same direction as the turn. It doesn't do a whole lot. But if you roll a little bit and then pitch your tail the other way, then all of a sudden you can turn and keep your tail directly behind you, and it allows you to pitch the helicopter a lot harder.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been doing that just inherently with the little bird there.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and where that really comes in handy is, so check this out. When you're coming in for those fancy landings, if you preload by pushing right anti-torque first, if I'm turning left, then I down collective and flip it out and check out how that changes your trajectory.
That's what I'm going for right there. I just haven't gotten that down.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I got all the physics of it. I know it all the physics of it. I just can't freaking get it translate yet.
dude, and a lot of it's stick time, but there's a few things I can do to kind of help you break through some walls here. So, first, it'll probably be pretty basic. I've seen you fly. I know you're a pretty good pilot, but I do want to start at the beginning just because it's kind of the key to unlocking
Oh,
all of
good.
this movement, okay?
Like I'm doing shit. I just don't know what exactly I'm doing.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
fly good.
That's why I want to break it down and kind of build it back up. So I've got
Yep.
a handful of maneuvers we're gonna do real quick, all right? So the first one, we're gonna get up to 60 to 80 knots first. And then once we're up to speed, we'll just pull straight back to 30, switch over to down collective, hold our wings level, and watch that speed drop. As it comes under 10, slowly bring your nose down, and then time it to be at the halfway mark. Sorry, are you familiar with your dash? The bubble in the middle, keep your nose on the horizon as you come down to 0 speed there. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's, go ahead and take the stick and give that a go real quick. I'm gonna have you go through the motions because like each step builds off of the next one.
Oh. With me, the problem with my dash is actually just seeing.
Oh, you know what? After you stop it. Okay, yeah, you held your nose a little high at the end, which is why we're going backwards now. But
Yeah.
overall
I
that was
realized that
good.
after I
So
was just checking on my speedometer mostly.
yeah, so before we go on, you mentioned seeing your dash is difficult. Have you gone and turned up your field of view?
No, I
On
haven't messed with any of that really.
Okay, so really quick, go into your settings, go to gameplay, then scroll down to you want to do vehicle field. I would recommend all of them honestly, but specifically vehicle field of view and third person field of view, turn those all the way up.
Alright.
Console doesn't get
Okay.
as wide of a field of view as computer, so console players want to turn that up.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit up more to burn off the rest of your speed.
Yeah.
So there's one more dial that's pretty useful for this, and it's if you go all the way down in the center, you see the one with the cross on it. So if with the one with the cross, you see how we're drifting back into the left? You see how the cross is back into the left?
Yeah.
So that'll tell you where your hover's at. You see that? Now we're going forward. So pull your nose up and it'll come back. There you go. See?
Yeah, I haven't spent enough time in like the
Bring it down. Bring it down.
the precise.
Yeah. So it'll be a little bit like catching a marble on a plate. So every time you make a correction, you have to counter correct it. But yeah, so that dial is pretty useful to get good at bringing it to a perfect hover. You feel that?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and do that one more time. Get up to 60 knots and bring it back to a hover, and then I'll show you the next part. Nice smooth transition there. A little bit fast. Bring it nose up a little bit more. A little bit more on the nose,
Yeah.
just a hair more. There you go. All right, cool. Yeah. So you're getting a feel for it. Here, let me take the stick real quick. I want to show you one more thing. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I've got the stick. So, this time we're just gonna add anti-torque into it. That's the anti-torque, right? So let's go. We'll get back up to speed here, and this one will feel a little crazy. But this is also kind of where you start getting the feel for the aircraft, because this is where you feel the momentum break. Okay, so now we're up to speed. We're going to do the same thing as the first step. Come up to 30, hold down collective, keep those wings level, and then start rotating it. Once you're 180 degrees, pull your nose up and throttle up a little bit, and you'll see you're pretty darn close to a hover. The important part is that 180-degree rotation. So we'll pull our nose up to about 30, which is on the dash is right here, 30, you see that? And then once it's up there at 30, you just start rotating it around. Once you're 180 degrees, you'll be at -30, and that's when you pull your nose up. And you want to be holding down collective through it all, okay? So go ahead and take the stick and give that one a try.
Yeah, most of my messing around with stuff like this has been all in little birds because it's just more forgiving. Oh, wait.
Definitely. Yeah. There you go. Pull that nose up. Yeah, see how low it got? Okay, so that was actually good. You hit a lot of the parameters. What I want to focus on is we pulled our nose up too high, so at the end our nose was too low. Does that make sense? Because whenever you spin around in a
100%.
circle, your nose is going to become your tail.
Yep.
So we don't want to pull up so high this time. Pull up just to around 30 and then start your rotation. That way we'll still be kind of level whenever we catch ourselves going backwards. That's essentially what we're doing. We're turning around so we can stop ourselves while going backwards, and then we're going to pull it up.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that was a little too much. So on that one, you tried to muscle it around a little bit with the stick.
Well, the thing is, I feel like it's getting pulled off of alignment when I get into there.
So what happened, what pulled you out of that, and what you're describing is you pulled your stick left, and then we leaned into it. And what happens is, so like if we're at a hover right now, pull your stick to the left, dip your left wing, and just hold it and see what happens. We start accelerating to the left. You see what I'm saying? Like directly to the left. So if you dip your wing in the middle of that maneuver, it's going to accelerate you instead of stop you. So you need to stay as level as you can and just rotate. Just hold that anti-torque, nothing else.
Alright. I see a lot of it is just getting used to flying by gauge. I've never used gauges, just gone by the feel of it.
So yeah, and that's how I initially started flying too. But when I started teaching, I started realizing that the gauges were really useful to communicate ideas. And
way deep.
Yeah. Go ahead and pull
way
it out.
Too
You got
early,
it.
way too deep.
All right. I want to take the stick real quick and show you what went wrong there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I've got the stick. So whenever we're flaring, we're coming up to 30. Whenever we start rotating, when we're at 90 degrees, it's going to look like this. And then when we're at 180 degrees, it'll look like that. So what we were looking for is a flat sight window where we just rotate around and end up the other way. But what happened is when you got up to here, instead of rotating us and spinning us, you tried to muscle it around, and this is what it looks like. So instead of using your feet, you pulled left on the stick, and this is what happened.
Yeah, that's
might not survive.
how I've been getting.
We got it. All right, hold on. Let me teleport us somewhere. Yeah. So hopefully that demonstration was able to kind of show you the difference in how that looked.
Well, it's got me something to work with, something to more knowledgeable about what I'm doing there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a matter of getting more practice in on the sticks there.
Yeah, and I want to show you after flying with you a little bit. I want to show you where I think will help you a lot. And it's right over here. And I've built an obstacle specifically for practicing this part of learning. It's over here. It's called the hover pad. And so there's rings around it so you can kind of see how far away from the center you are. And it'll help us with this lesson real quick. So this is it. Okay. So with the hover pad, obviously this is a place to practice getting a perfect hover like this, right? Once you find it and find that hover, you can kind of let go of the controls, honestly. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but what I brought you over here for is I want to show you. So when we're at a hover and low to the ground, it's really easy to see how much tilt affects us, right? So if I tilt a little bit to the left, watch what happens. We start flying directly to the left. You see that?
Yeah.
Like, we'll just keep going. Okay. So and that's what's happening in the middle of the flight. Excuse me. And that's why we're getting too much speed. So I want to kind of show you a way to practice this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. It's just going to be super minute. So check this out. I'm going to go down to -5 degrees now. We were just barely in the black there. And why this accelerates, I'm going to get a drink. Hold on. Yeah, so you see you have time. So now this concept is called tail around and nose down. So you see how I turn my tail around, I nose down to 10 to catch myself, then back up to 5 to start accelerating, and you see it's a very slow, like, acceleration. And then when we're ready to stop it, just turn around and nose down. And this is kind of practicing the inverse of what we were practicing earlier, but it gives you a sense for catching your helicopter in multiple ways. So go ahead and take the stick and give that a go real quick.
Every time I go and grab the sticks there, I gotta go and set my view again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So if you go to, okay. So the way I work around that, because I also play on a PlayStation remote, I rebound perspective to my third, or to my R3, so that when I push in R3, it switches me to third person. And then if you tap your free look button, it'll automatically center your camera, and then you can just go back into the cockpit. Nice. Dude, and this is exactly what we're doing, just at way higher speed. You feel how flat that is?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot different than when we're trying to muscle it, ain't it? Nice. Yeah, nice job catching yourself and then going. Okay, this time I want you to start a flare, just like we were doing earlier. But as you slow down, start using that tail.
So
Not so much. Not so much. The second you thought about the tail, you started doing a lot more on the nose. Did you see that? You went from moving in 5-degree increments to moving in 15-degree increments.
see, a lot of it's just me having to like freaking rewire how I've been flying.
Yeah, that's all a part of it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Rotate it. Pull that nose up. Now, you'll notice you've got to kind of make, at this lowest speed, you're going to have to make more than one adjustment at a time. You have to pull that nose up a little bit too. And maybe a little bit right to, like, If you're turning, you're gonna have to pull the high wing down. So you're gonna have to push the opposite way you turn a little bit to keep yourself flat. Yeah, there you go. Yep, yep, yep. And then now get up a little speed. Do a gentle, gentle flare and rotate. Rotate. Yep, rotate.
Oh, nope.
All right, it's all right. Get up to speed again.
There.
There you go. Now do a gentle, gentle flare. A little bit. Your nose is still in the black. Yeah, that's good. You burnt it off a little bit, but you want to pull your nose up into the white on that center dial whenever you're flaring.
Yeah, see right there. I'm just trying to
Mm-hmm.
keep my forward momentum there, which
Yeah.
isn't really.
It's a whole lot different when you start flying at like this micro level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go ahead and set us down right there real quick. And then I think this course will really help you next. So the way this one is, this is actually the first certification the we have, and it starts from the landing pad. You have to take off, go through all these rings, and land back on this landing pad without exceeding 20 knots. And it's taxi practice, and it's really good for practicing um, all doing multiple corrections at once because you have to stay flat. If you lean into it, it's going to pull you right into the wall.
Really? There we go.
That counts. Okay, don't exceed 20 knots. See, this is what makes you practice using your nose for speed instead of steering. Everybody's tendency at first is to use their nose to steer. Really, your nose should be to gain or lose speed. Use your tail to steer, right? But with your anti-torque. And then your collective should maintain your height. But what we want to focus on here is not pulling to the left or pulling to the right too much because it'll pull us right into those rings.
Yeah, I feel at this speed I could counter all that.
Nice, yeah. Go ahead and pull up the log real quick. Go ahead and certify you while we're at this.
I feel like I could do this at like 25.
Yeah, you can do it. You can definitely do it faster, but the point is to make you hover because you're more susceptible to being pulled sideways in a hover.
Get myself more speed here. Not over, but we'll go as fast to this freaking 20 as we can.
Yeah.
Come on, gain some speed.
Nice. Using that, tilting the opposite way to get around that. Oh,
nope.
just got a little too close. Yeah, so one recommendation I can make that will help this is on all of these courses, by the way, sometimes it's better to hug the outside of the turn than the inside. Just enough.
Drop down.
Oh,
God damn it.
awesome. Good shit, man. All right. I went ahead and put you down for a pass on that one. Up here. All right. So let's go back over there to the water and let's go practice what we were doing again. Take a right. Yeah, yeah. There you go. A little higher. Hold it more. Hold it longer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Now drop it. All right. Yeah, perfect. There you go. No anti-torque. Anti-torque. Just hold it. It'll fight you. It's gonna fight you. And then anti-torque. There you go. And then it'll break free, and then you catch it. Yes, sir. Catch it. Nose up to neutral and the throttle up a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so here, I want to take the stick real quick, and I want to show you something. I've got the stick. So what I want you to watch is my nose movement. Okay. So as I come up, I'm gonna pull up to 30. Now watch as we come down to the horizon. The second my nose hits the horizon right there, I'm yanking that stick back, and then I collective up at the end. That last part, if you let go of down collective too early, you'll start accelerating there. And I'm going to show you one more time because I want to focus on just this one aspect, and it's because you got everything else perfect. So when we pull up to 30 down collective, we rotate around. As soon as our nose is right here, we start pulling our nose up and catch it right there. All right. So and you see I'm going a little bit backwards, which is fine because it's just a little nose down to catch. But the important part is yanking that nose up as soon as it starts to drop under the horizon. So go ahead and give that another go. There you go, anti-torque. Spin it around. Spin it around. Yeah, we waited a little bit too long there. It's good though. Good though. Nice, nice. See, that's exactly what we're looking for. You notice how that time you kept your nose right around the neutral line instead of letting it drop too far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go give that another go. This time, as soon as your wings are level, start pushing that anti-torque. There you go, anti-torque, anti-torque. Swing it around. There you go, there you go. Now nose up, throttle up. Yeah, buddy, look at that. Little high at the end, but that's all right. You fixed it. Do it again. Nice, nice. Yeah, focus on 180-degree turn. So go ahead and give that a few more goes, man. Just keep drilling that one for a second, and then we'll move on to the next step.
Yes, it's just getting the timing of it all.
But you're getting it. You're feeling it already. Anti-torque. Go, there you go. Nose up. Yeah, yeah. So that time when I said nose up, you immediately reacted, but what you did is you pulled it past neutral. You don't want to pull it up higher than the middle line. But that was good.
See, that's when I was kept going there. It felt like just going off of view. Felt like I was gonna be too low.
Oh.
It's a matter of just trying to get used to flying by gauge.
Yeah, and
I wasn't even.
It's kind of funny because the whole purpose of me teaching you to fly with the gauges is to get you to where you don't need the gauges. But
Oh shit.
I
That's
know.
fucking funny.
Yeah, but it's a reference point for us. That dude, that's good. Give that like 5 more tries.
But I wanna try something now that I've got a bit more understanding of this.
Okay. See it. Oh, you're gonna go ahead
Okay,
and try step
so
3. Okay, go ahead. Go for it. I want to see it.
nope.
It's
Nope,
okay.
there's no way.
What you're
There's
trying
no
to
way I was
do,
going.
we go over in the next step, and I promise it'll all click when we do it. Just focus on really honing this step. I want you to know the feel of this before we go to the next step. That's all.
Way too good.
Nice. Nice. That was good though. Yeah, dude, that was great. Do it a couple more times. You're definitely
I think
improving a
a
lot
lot of
though.
it's just me. Just wasn't going collective down.
Dude, that
Yeah,
was
that was
nice.
horrible.
That was good. I want to show you step 3 now. Are you ready for me to take the stick?
Yep.
So, all right. This one is where this is what you're wanting, man. This is what you're wanting to do. And this is everybody's limiting factor is that in order to do this, you need the perfect amount of bank. And but everybody starts with bank, and so it gets a little crazy and they don't know how to correct it. So that's why it's the last thing that I teach. Whenever we start this maneuver now, we're going to be looking for this sight window on our center dial. Do you see that? We're at like our left wing is a little above 30 and our right wing is at neutral. I'm going to pull this up a little bit. But each of those big lines is 10 degrees, and I know it's hard to see, but this is roughly 20 to 30 degree tilt to the left. And
okay.
the important part is to remember this picture on your dash because this is like the perfect amount of tilt to engage this maneuver. And the reason that you're not able to do it is because we need to engage something called slip to make it work. So when we're at a bank like this, if we go back to step 2 now, pull straight up, down collective, swing that tail out, all of a sudden we'll enter slip and this thing will swing around so fast and you'll just catch it at a hover. Like catching it can be a little difficult. We can work on that if you find difficulty in it. But um, once you feel that momentum break, this is where it becomes more natural. And the key is not to tilt too much. Because if we tilt too much, we're going to accelerate, and then none of this will work. So we need to enter the perfect amount of tilt, pull our wings up straight to 30 and then swing that tail around and then okay, so get up to 60 to first go in a straight line, get up to 60 to 80 knots. Okay, pull your nose straight up to 30 degrees and then down collective and then swing that tail around, hold right, pull right, don't let that left wing dip too much. There you go. That was good. So we let our left wing dip too much initially, which is why it got a little crazy there. So this time, let's take a different approach to it because there's a specific thing we're trying to do here. We're trying to stall, is exactly what we're trying to do. So if I get into that bank, pull my nose up to 30, down collective, rotate that tail around and pull my nose up, we'll enter a spinning stall. You see this? Just a flat stall. And I can up collective to catch it at any point in time. But I did that the long way to show you that we're trying to enter
Okay.
that stall and catch it. We just catch it at the very beginning before it gets crazy. Does that make sense?
All right.
So, and let me show you one more time doing it closer to the ground. What you'll see is the second that like the tail breaks and I enter that flat spin, is when I opposite anti-torque and catch it. So tail brakes, flat spin, catch it immediately. So we're
And
harnessing
I
the
think
very entry of that. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. What were you saying?
No, I don't think I ended up throwing my down collective in there. That went through the whole freaking maneuver
Dude,
off.
absolutely. What I want you to that down collective is like your e-brake. Think of it like that.
That's what I gotta get used to doing, is using my down collective. Pretty much the only time where I've used my down collective is if I'm doing like fucking like a roller coaster hill there, and just popping over a hill and dropping back in nosedive.
Yeah, so here, look, what this feels like to me is I'm using my down collective as an e-brake to drift into this. So watch, I'm gonna pull to the side, e-brake right there. So we're drifting, and I catch myself. That makes sense?
To me, like, yeah,
Go ahead and take the stick and give it a try. Try to break it loose, like you're driving a drift car.
that's what I keep having problems with there. Is okay there.
Yeah, dude, look at that. Like you've been doing it the whole time. Go do it again.
Like I could feel it slip out.
Yeah,
There.
you can feel the moment it kind of
And
breaks
then
loose with that down collective, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, cool. Hell yeah. So dude, do that a few more times and then I'll show you like step 4, which is like putting everything together and making it like the whole package, everything it needs to be uh when you're coming in hot. You feel that slip? Yeah, buddy, you're getting it. All right. You're even settled into it for a second. I can see you're kind of getting the feel of it. And when you're sideways like that, pulling your nose back is what's going to keep your speed slowing down. If you stop that, it'll yeah.
that was sloppy. That
So
was sloppy as shit.
so one thing I utilize to make this better is as I hold down collective and then I tap up collective, like tap 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 tap, and that'll actually spin you faster than just holding up collective, and it's the rotation that it accelerates. So what I do is I trade off stopping faster for better control in my rotation whenever I tap up collective there. And holding it can be dangerous because it can turn you into a turn real quick too if you don't time it right.
Bank.
And that, so thinking about that, that's actually one kind of reason that having your throttle on the stick is a hindrance, because you can only have full throttle control or full yaw control. You can't have both. Because just like the left stick doesn't have as much, because it's not a gimbal, it's a joystick that doesn't have as much like authority as the WASD key. The same is true when you're in the corners, like up and left on your joystick. Um, you'll only be at like 80% left tail and 80% up throttle, for instance. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I always recommend switching the collective over to the triggers. Um, That way you have independent control of your throttle and your yaw. Yeah, dude, look at that. That was fucking fantastic. That was awesome. Do it again. Look like you've been doing that all day. All right. Let me take the stick because I feel like you're ready to go on to this next part, and this is where we're going to put it all together. So we're going to go back over here to the docks, right?
Speak of the devil. There's Bong.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What was that?
I said, speak of the devil. There's Bong. Just logged in.
Oh, did he? Yeah. So Okay, so now that we've practiced that maneuver, what I want you to do is practice it like first in the air, like, I don't know, 50 to 100 feet or something, right? And just start aiming for these pads. And once you can kind of get to a hover consistently over these pads, then I'll show you the like hidden reason why I built these is because whenever you're practicing this, you can actually aim for the between the containers in these lanes, just in
Get your
case
ass
you
backwards.
slam it down a little hard, you're not going to destroy your helicopter, and you can continue to practice, right? Um, so like that's one of the like intuitive ways to use this is to just work on getting your accuracy down into smaller and smaller spots. All right. So here, you go ahead and take the stick and give it a go. Oh, we must have froze. All right then. Yeah, I just figured that was a new strat. Haven't seen that landing before. Dude, when you get back in, I'm going to have a little bird out for you. It's going to be a whole different experience. Nice.
Had to break up the monotony.
Dude. Hey, you know what though? Like, I know this can be monotonous, but practicing this, I bet when you're in those flip maneuvers, you're gonna feel so much more solid when you come out of it. That's
See
kind
me, I'm just gonna have to really practice that with a Huey, because this, like I said, it's way too forgiving.
no, here, hold on. No, I'll show you. Set it down real quick. I'll show you what you need to practice it with. You do bring up a good point, sir. And I'll show you the way every Arma Pilot Pro needs to train.
Oh, the transport. Yeah. Yeah, the guy in my
Oh, sorry. I can't hear you. Hold on. All right. There you go. I can hear you again.
yeah, I had a guy on my first Marine server there, freaking running runs with this for resources.
Mm-hmm. Dude.
Dude sitting there, freaking pulling J hooks, hovering over it, unloading all the crap himself as he's hovering over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, like, you just doing too much, dude.
Yeah. So everything that we just practiced, I want you to practice it in this, and then like spend some time and actually get good at it in this, and then go back to the little bird, and you'll be flying that thing rock steady. I guarantee it. Because with this one, you can't overdo it or you crash.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's where I've got to train more with the bigger shit, cause it won't let me freaking correct my shit.
Yeah.
It's I gotta input proper. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, I've only got about 5 more minutes before I'm done for the night, but, sorry, 1 second.
On.
Sorry, I had to get a drink of water. I've been talking a lot. Only got about 5 more minutes before I'm done for the night, but, My suggestion would be to spend some time with this thing and get good at doing everything we just did in this. And then the next time I see you, I guarantee you, you're gonna be rock solid.
Nose, keep our nose down. God, no.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, let me take the stick real quick and show you one thing before I leave, all right?
Alright.
Okay. I've got the stick. All right. So, just like before, we get speed. Start our flare. Start our rotation. Time that nose. So, you see the the only way to be accurate with the MI8 is to first learn how to do everything slow and draw it out real far. And then
Yeah.
when you like are familiar with the limitations of the aircraft, then you can push it a little bit harder when you come in. Because the one thing about the MI8 that's nice is it does have more power actually than the other aircraft. So when you hit up collective, it's got a lot of authority.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I wanted to show you is that don't be fooled by this thing's size. It is still nimble, or can be. And the whole preloading the tail thing, I wanted to show you real quick. Same thing as before, right? Preloading that tail, tilting, pulling it up, down collective, flip the tail over, tap the throttle up, tapping it for all she's worth, tapping, and we're down. And dead. Oh man. No, I guess we're just unconscious.
Bro.
We're
Yeah.
alive, man. Yeah, but you could see like even pulling hard
Oh
fucking
shit.
maneuvers with this thing using the same things that we were just going over, like it's
Oh
possible.
yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah, I just gotta get used to dragging it out the maneuver better with it.
Go ahead and take the stick, man. That's all I got for today. But yeah,
Oh,
thanks for
thank
hanging
you.
out and working on flying with me.
No,
Fun.
thank you for the lesson.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like I
but
said, it definitely gave me a bit better understanding of what it is that I'm doing here.
yeah, and you know what? I
Like I
bet.
said, because
Go ahead.
it's always been just freaking self-taught before, so
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know anything of what I'm doing actually. What the?
Right. Yeah,
Okay, that was an auto hover.
it's always nice to have a little guidance when you're learning a new skill, right? But
God, this feels so weird flying on the left.
yeah, that's the pilot seat too. It is weird. But yeah, I'm glad you found it useful. And dude, there's so much more we can go over. And if you mentioned that you read through the flight manual
Well, I
earlier.
just started looking through it a
Okay.
bit there. Oh, nope.
Yeah. Yeah, so dude, that was
This
a
is
good
going way harder
approach.
than I was thinking.
Yeah, that was a good approach. We just need to burn off a little bit more speed there because she is
Yeah.
heavy. Yep.
Well, that's the thing. I'm used to the little bird there, so she seemed like she was going slow.
Yep. No, it's just
No,
perspective. This is big.
not when you're carrying around a fucking ton.
It doesn't seem like you're going so fast when you're in a big truck either. Oh man.
Ah man, my gauge is all
But
messed up.
but so I wrote the flight manual to be like supplemental material for my teaching, basically. So if you go and you saw where it was in the Discord, if you go read through it, um, now after we've had a chance to like go through everything that I teach, I feel like it'll be more beneficial to you because it's just stuff we've gone over. It's more of like review. You know what I mean? And it'll be everything that we've gone over. So I feel like it'll be a bit more beneficial to you at this point. And the pictures
Now,
will probably make a lot more sense too.
yeah.
I tried to.
Now,
Sorry, go ahead.
one thing that I was wondering about that I didn't know. I'm assuming that the S turns are using your slip there, basically
Dude.
shifting your weight.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
S turns are where you're gonna preload your tail first, just like in those tail over landings that I was showing you. So basically what that is it's a vertical J hook where we're ending it with an S turn. Okay, so we're shooting ourselves up and then we're S turning down. And here, if you'll let me take the stick real quick, I can kind of I'll show you an S turn before I go.
Go ahead.
Okay, so engine shut off. Go. All right, we're good. All right, gonna S turn the MI8. Let's see how this goes. All right, so the basics of the S turn is first pushing your tail in, pulling your nose up, and rolling over. And then when you get to about 90 degrees, your tail's at the perfect angle to flip it around. And you see down collective at the same time you flip it around, then up collective, and pull out of it. And this is how you do an S turn. And you can see you come out of it with tons of speed. Now, an S turn landing, you do the same thing, but whenever you flip it and down collective, you start tapping up collective. And I'm holding down and tapping up, and you see how it leveled us out?
Yeah.
And so that's the difference there between just an S turn and an S turn landing, is that in the landing we're killing our momentum in order to rotate the aircraft. We're tapping up collective instead of holding it. And if you hold up collective, you're going to turn right out of it. But if you tap it, you'll rotate and set it down gently every time. So, yeah, that's a little bit more advanced stuff, but we can touch base back on that one again later when you're ready.
Well, no, that's what I was wondering about, because I was running in Copilot when Ryan did his run on the gold course there.
Okay.
And it was just, bro. The speed that he had alone was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and it's all from those tail maneuvers, dude. That's where you get the speed. You saw how much speed we came out of that S turn with, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's definitely something to get practicing on.
Yeah. Yeah, you can take the stick back, and I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out, man.
All right, man. Thanks for the tips there.
Of course. Take care.
Take it easy.
And bye to everybody on stream. Have a good one.